Mimic 2 is a 2001 creature feature directed by Jean de Segonzac. The human mimicking insects are back, and this time a schoolteacher obsessed with bugs becomes targeted by one of the creatures, which has terrifying intentions. But before we get into this insect impersonation, I just want to ask that if you end up enjoying this video, then please think about hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. And if you do, make sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss any of my videos. It would really help me out. So thanks. Also, there will be full spoilers ahead, but if that doesn't bother you, then grab your cockroach-flavoured popcorn and whip out your favourite mimic as we dive into... Mimic 2. So the movie begins with the opening credits and... somebody please stop this seizure roller coaster! I want to get off! Then we see this fella on the New York City subway tracks thinking, hang on a minute, this isn't my hotel room! In fact, I'm starting to think this isn't the hotel at all! So he checks this sign and, ooh, you don't want to go up a dark alley on that street, let me tell you. So instead he asks this mysterious figure for directions. Excuse me, sir, but do you know how to get to the handicapped shrew hotel? Yes, I do like potatoes, but what does that have to do with anything? No, I don't have any on me. Man, you don't have to get some weirdos on the subway, don't you? So he goes outside and is like, oh no, I've got to get these bags inside before it rains. But then he sees the mysterious figure again, standing in his way. Look, mate, I don't have any potatoes, so sod off! Then it slices through him like a hot knife through a boiled potato. In the mood for potatoes this week, are we? I'm always in the mood for potatoes, me, like. They are arguably the most versatile vegetable. Then we see this cab driver thinking, you know what? Despite the poor weather, today has been a good day, and nothing can take that away from me. And bloody hell, that's the fastest emergency services response time I have ever seen. Then we meet Detective Rugged, who goes to check on the taxi driver. You okay, sir? Well, despite the car crash and my unexpected death, today has been a good day, and nothing can take that away from me. They also find the corpse of Mr. Hotel Patron.
You ever seen this before?
Oh, I've only seen that once before, and I was sick everywhere. Oh, is that so? Then we're at this well-maintained public school where we meet our protagonist, Remy. But I'm going to call her Rennie, because it sounds similar but is actually an antacid tablet. You might also recognise her as Romy's friend in the first Mimic. Ah, so it is. You know, I barely recognised her. Well, you clearly aren't as astute as me, Ken. It only took me 24 years to realise that. Anyway, she's a biology teacher and is educating her pupils about ants. So, to summarise, ants are really small. Any questions? Wow, miss, ants are shit. No, you're shit, Jamie! Anyway.
I want each of you to choose an insect and write a report describing what your life would be like as that insect.
Man, I would have loved to get an assignment like that in school. I would have written about my life as a ginny spinner. A what? You know, a daddy long legs. A what? A crane fly? A what? A ginny spinner! How do you not know what a bloody ginny spinner is, Ken? I am a ginny spinner. In summer I am plentiful, especially in your house and up in your face. I pose no threat to humans, but I'm annoying as fuck. A+. Later that evening, we're at Rennie's house, where she's asleep while her pet lizard and spider are watching Pulp Fiction on telly.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
Please don't shoot me! I have a wife and 350 kids! But Rennie is having some big bad bug dreams and wakes up thinking, right, that's the last time I watch Mothman prophecies before bed. Or ever again. The next morning at school, and this kid, who I'm going to call Sid, because I mean, that's just kid with an S, isn't it, is reading his insect story to the class.
I live in the ground. My family's all dead. Sometimes it makes me feel angry. I think about the other insects. I want to know if they're happy, because if they are happy, I want to hurt them.
Thank you for that, Sid. That was morbid and highly concerning. On her way out to lunch, Rennie says hi to the janitor, who is sick of fixing up this dump and has just accepted another job elsewhere.
The only thing I'm going to miss around this place is you.
Oh, poor guy may as well have bug food tattooed on his forehead. Rennie goes outside and is accosted by her former student who has a crush on her. I'm going to call him Wheatus. Anyway, he asks her out, but Rennie turns him down. Looks like the only date he's got tonight is with her boxer tissues. Meanwhile, Sid the morbid kid finds a massive gaping hole in the playground wall and sees something weird inside. Hello there, young fella. Come on in. I'll just put the kettle on. No thanks, whatever you are. I have to return some videotapes. Bye! Ah, fair enough. More tea for me then. Oh, I may even have a biscuit for dipping. Lovely. Later that day, Rennie is chilling at home with her dual scissors when she hears a knock at the door. Turns out it's this fella who she went on a date with once, but it didn't work out because he was too nice. See? He's even brought her flowers. But Rennie tells him she's busy scissoring, and... What? What's funny about that? Oh, nothing. Carry on, lad. So she closes the door, but because he's such a kind and gentle soul, he opens it again and leaves the flowers for her before heading off. What a gentleman! I hope he dies horribly.
Oh God, I'm a wacko magnet.
That evening, Rennie goes out to walk her bike in the rain as normal, but almost bumps into the big bug bastard. Oh, excuse me, giant bug pretending to be a human. I didn't see you there. Then we see Mr. Nice Guy hanging above it, minus a face. Boy, that was quick. And well deserved. Then we see Rennie out on a date with this fella, who after their meal has only one thing on his mind. Waving goodbye really oddly. But then he gets slapped by a bugman. Twice! Thrice! And we see him get dragged up the side of this building with this dog in an apartment like, oh my God, Sarah, there's a bugman dragging a fella up the side of the building! Sarah! Oh, no, he's gone now. He's gone now. Right, where's me kibble at? Sarah? Sarah! On her way home, Rennie runs into Detective Rugged skulking in a dark alley, because that's the most sensible place to approach a woman alone at night, isn't it? He's there to talk about Mr. Hotel Patron, who used to be a colleague of hers, but she never liked him because he smelt like burnt toast.
What are you writing?
It's groceries.
In the middle of our conversation? Fucking rude. We also see the big bug bastard eavesdropping at the window like, I spy with my buggy eye something beginning with... After he leaves, Detective Rugged spots something hanging above him in the alley. Who's that dangling? Come down here immediately! Oh, it's a dead man. Then how did he obey my demand? So they take Rennie in for questioning, and Detective Rugged says,
You really have to hate looking at someone and want to rip his face clean off.
Unless you wanted to wear his face, like in that movie. Face Off? No. Silence of the Lambs? No, not that one. House of the Dead. Oh, great. Thanks for reminding me that movie exists. Fortunately for Rennie, they don't have any evidence to hold her, so they let her go. Detective Rugged's colleague is convinced that she's the killer, though.
Do me a favor, will you? Hand me that desk over there while you're up, okay?
Oh, I see what you're doing. Last time I tried to pick up that desk, you set me on fire! So no!
Give me the goddamn desk.
Ooh, alright, Mr. Grouchy. But this time, don't set me on fire, alright?
A few minutes later.
You son of a bitch!
Then we see the school janitor partaking in his favourite pastime, eating food. Because humans require regular sustenance, don't they? Afterwards, he sets off back to the school at night for some reason, and look at his shadow! Oh my God, it's as wide as it is wibbly. Anyway, he makes it back to the school, but goes through a hole in the playground fence instead of using the gate because he wants to get some quick exercising on these bars. But while he's straining harder than Elvis taking a shit, the bug bastard swoops in and, oh dearie me, my abdomen has been eviscerated. Inside the school, Rennie is finishing up her work when Sid shows up out of nowhere. Turns out he's having family trouble at home, because he has neither a home nor a family, apparently. So Rennie says he can stay with her for now. Back to Detective Rugged, who heads to Rennie's apartment to speak to her again, but finds the door ajar. He goes inside and it looks like someone's ransacked the place. Who the hell did this? Was it you, lizard playing hide and seek? No. Then he finds Rennie's creepy collection of photos from every time someone has made her cry. Yeah, you'd think she was fairly mental if you found them, wouldn't you? He closes the closet and... Oh, don't scare me like that, me. Sorry, me. Then he leaves only to find these fellas from the CDC combing the area with their UV hairdryers.
I got something here.
What the hell? Is that semen?
Aye, 'cause someone just decided to bang one off in the hallway, didn't they? I can't tell whether you're being serious or not. Oh, I'm serious. As Serious Sam. Oh, I love that video game. Video game? Back to Rennie and Sid, who are on their way out of the school when... Who stacked up all this detritus? Hey? Hey?
Lou! Hey, Lou!
I'm fucking Lou. Who the fuck are you?
But Lou is dead, so the principal shows up instead. Then as he begins to dismantle the blockage, the bug bastard drops down and gives him the old 1-2 stab. So Rennie and Sid run off, looking a bit less concerned than I would be. Yeah, I think I'd be a bit more like, run! Rennie knows what the bug bastards are though, because she was in the first movie. So they hide in this room, when suddenly Wheatus comes darting out of the darkness.
What are you doing here?
And why did you launch yourself out of the darkness at me, you weirdo?
You two, go to the door and keep an eye on the hall.
Why?
Because I'm the fucking teacher and I said so.
You swore. I'm telling on you. But they have to move as the bug bastard has found them. So they go into the basement area and lock the door. Wheatus wants to know what's going on, so Rennie explains the plot of the first movie and says,
They evolved to mimic their only real predator, us.
Looks kind of like Lou, the janitor.
They can't mimic specific people.
Something tells me they're gonna learn how to mimic specific people. While looking around, Wheatus finds a familiar suitcase under these pipes. Hey, that's my suitcase! I may not have a face or life left in me, but it's still mine! So Wheatus goes to open it and Rennie tells him not to. But then it pops open by itself and a load of baby bug bastards start spilling out all over the place. So the gang are like,
Stupid bug! You go squish now!
and start stamping the little buggers like there's no tomorrow. Which I don't think the big bug bastard is going to be very happy about. Outside we see Detective Rugged turn up at the school and he sees this bike outside and thinks, nice bike that. Might nick that later if I remember. So the others decide to leave before the big bug bastard finds out what they've done to its young'uns. They walk down this hallway where the lights are dimming for the sole reason of making it look creepy. Once they're back in the school proper, they hear the bug bastard screeching, signalling that it's found the mess they made in the basement. They make it to the wall of detritus and begin making a hole to climb through. But they've got to hurry as the bug bastard has found them again. But the bug bastard just breaks through the barricade like it's nothing and corners Rennie, who thinks this is the end. But nope, it's not the end, because instead of killing her, it offers her a slice of pizza?
Come again?
Thank you, Mr. Bug, but I am very, very confused. Then suddenly Detective Rugged shows up and blasts the bugger, but bullets won't keep it down for long, so they all leg it. They lock themselves in the principal's office and aim a load of lamps at the door because it doesn't like lamps because lamps killed its parents when it was just a larva. Then Rennie gets on the phone to a special branch of the CDC and tells them that they have a big bug bastard problem.
Are you armed? Are we armed?
Are you asking me if we have arms? Because yes, we all have arms. So the UV hairdryer brigade are inbound, and Rennie has finally put it together that this particular bug bastard has a thing for her, and it's on the other side of the wall, following her scent back and forth. Wheatus then comes up with the idea of leaving her scent behind by pinning her close to the wall, which will trick it while they escape. So Rennie tells Detective Rugged to leave with Sid first, while she takes her clothes off in front of the horny teenager. 'Cause that decision makes sense! Fortunately, it looks like the plan is working. That is until the damn phone starts ringing, which riles up the creature. Back outside and who the hell jumps out of a truck with their hands up in the air? Bloody star jump fuck McTruck, that's who. Detective Rugged and Sid make it outside and he tells them that Rennie and Wheatus need help in the principal's office.
No, we just rang it. There's nobody in there. Alive, at least.
Aye, we rang it, but nobody answered so they're 100% dead. Detective Rugged ain't having it though, so he gives this fella a schmack, takes his gun and runs back inside, where the bug bastard has found Rennie and Wheatus. She realises that it's now trying to kill Wheatus as it thinks of other males as competition, so Rennie keeps him behind her. But then, oh no! It stabs her with its claw! Thankfully, Rugged shows up and shoots the bugger in the head while Wheatus escapes. But it doesn't stay down for long and gives the detective a nasty face slice. Then we see Rennie waking up in some sort of hive and falls to the ceiling. Oh great, the whole world is upside down now. Oh no, it was just the camera. Silly me. But Rennie ain't feeling too good after her stabbing, and wanders around in a daze and pantless. Thankfully, Detective Rugged finds her, but something about him seems a bit off. They get to the exit, which is covered by a plastic sheet, and the place starts filling up with anti-bug gas, so Rennie cuts through it before passing out again. Then we see the CDC lot searching the building, and they find the bug bastard's malted husk, meaning it's likely taken a new form. Sometime later, Rennie wakes up in a hospital where the doctor tells her that they've treated her wound, which was full of insect larvae. Ew. Cheeky bugger. Didn't even take her out to dinner first. Well, it brought her that slice of pizza, so technically it did. Oh yeah, still gross though. A few weeks later and Rennie is all better now, and is Sid's new foster parent apparently. So she takes him home and says,
Check out the new door. 3-inch reinforced steel.
So she goes inside and, hey, who put the baby bug bastard case in my apartment? Then she hears someone at the door, and she opens it to find, oh, it's only Detective Rugged. Why are you covered in blood and spunk?
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Turns out the bug bastard has killed Detective Rugged and morphed into a new Rugged-esque outer casing, which is bloody mental. And Rennie is like, say, you could really do with a shave. Here, let me help you. Whoops, my hand slipped. And so Rennie and Sid sit and look at the deceased monstrosity before them, probably wondering how this all happened. But the only thing I'm left wondering is, why is there an enormous hole in her ceiling? End of movie. And there we have it, folks. Mimic 2 is obviously a step down in quality from the first movie, missing a lot of the Guillermo del Toro flair and clearly limited by a lower budget. But to be honest, I think for a straight-to-video sequel, it's actually pretty good. I like the characters, the special effects are great, and it has some pretty cool new ideas. I think if you keep your expectations in check, then you can have a pretty good time with this one. So, Mimic 2, what did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you love it? Let me know in the comments below while I mimic a towel. Alright? Absolute perfect mimicry over here, like.